Alrighty, you guys, welcome back to a brand new breaking report here on
The ankle.
Hey, Amber.
Hello, honey. Welcome to my shit show.
So, yes, this is a late upload, I understand, and it's probably not very smart on my end, but this is breaking news. Jordy is still live as I'm filming this, which is why I'm filming it directly from YouTube. I'm tired, but I want to get this, out quickly, so I'm just gonna do it straight from the browser. I do apologize, but we have confirmation from Erica that Amberlynn is the psycho we knew she was. Oh, Ambi. Oh, she must be kicking and screaming right now. She's so pissed. She also came into Jordy's live stream and tempted him into doing a live call with her, but only if she had her little freaking lap dog, her little bulldog, Alexis or Lexus, whatever, because that's what she looks like, a freaking bulldog. They literally wanted to mean girl three-way call him and probably try to fuck him over. So I think, honestly, I wouldn't want to do a phone call with Amber, so I don't blame him for not wanting to, but yeah, no, he turned that down live. But you guys, there's some juicy tea in this. Thank you so much once again for tuning on in. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like and subscribe, become a channel member. Okay, let's dive right into this, shall we?
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Now, I do want to just jump in here real quick. They talk about Life 360. I'm not sure what that is. Call me a grandpa. I'm not quite sure, but Amber seems like a psycho. It's something that allows her to be able to see literally every single move that this person is making. And of course Amber wants that. Of course she does. She's a psycho, dude, okay? She really freaking is. And I'm sorry, I don't think this can be chalked up to her BPD. I think she is psychotic.
Okay, what about now?
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right, that works.
Okay, so hi, I'm a reaction channel on YouTube right now. We are live with a few thousand people. Just making you fully aware of that if you don't want to be involved in all this or whatever. But I'm kind of similar to what Zachary Michael does. I know that you've reached out to him in the past, but yeah, there's just all this crazy stuff been going on over the past week about Erica. So you're married to Erica?
I am actually married to Erica. So yeah, I had a whistleblower contact me this morning and be like, brace yourself. And
that's crazy.
And it began from there. I've got hundreds and hundreds of people trying to contact me. That's why it took
oh my god
so long to just find you.
Yeah, I can understand all the messages you've been getting. So, I mean, was this a relationship that they had together online and it was just over messages that you didn't know about?
So what had happened was,
you know what? I'm also glad that it's Erica's wife talking about it, because I mean, it's the one that was affected by it the most. Let's be for real. So, and Erica does own up to some of the shit she did as well. But to find out that this all started as them just wanting to troll her, oh, I know she is fucking pissed.
Is after the boohoo breakup with wifey, we were, we have been avid watchers, Hater Nation, for years.
Oh.
So I told Erica, we follow everybody, all of them. I told Erica, I said, I wonder if you message her if she would reply. She's like, I don't know, let's try. So she actually did respond. It took her less than 5 minutes.
Oh.
And I actually have a co-star here. The famous Erica is with me. If you would feel free to want to.
Yo, Jordy's freaking reaction during all of this, he was gooped and gagged that this was going down on his live stream.
Any questions?
Oh, well, hey there. So I will tell you that there has been a screenshot going around that of you saying something in an Amberlynn Facebook group, and it says that you had been a part of the group for about 4 years now.
Oh,
Holy shit. Oh, this is a deep cut. This is deep.
I've followed Amber probably 4 or 5 years.
I guarantee you that's probably what all of her exes, or not exes, but like any current girlfriend that's going to come in, I guarantee you that's the case. They've watched her for a while now.
So was the reaching out to Amberlynn done to kind of troll? Was it done as a joke?
Yeah, absolutely. That was all it was in the beginning.
Yo, I know that's pissing Amber off so much. Oh, I know that's fucking eating her alive, dude. Holy shit. And Amber was watching this. She was watching it. Don't you freaking worry.
In the beginning.
In the very beginning, yep. That is how the whole thing started.
Okay.
I mean, yes, okay, yeah. We can say it was a troll and whatnot. You still spent like well over $500 on this troll, so.
And then were there feelings getting involved? Did moods kind of change?
So there's nobody better to tell you this from the person themselves. So I'm going to put Erica on for you.
Also, I don't want to hear nothing about me doing a reaction to a reaction. I get it. It's a bit too on the nose, I know. But this is some, like, pertinent information, you know? How else are we going to get it?
Do I have to do this all over again?
Probably not
I can't believe how gagged he is. That's so funny.
much detail, just to answer his question.
Okay. Hey, Jordy.
Hey there.
Just answer his questions. Both these ladies, they sound a little rough. I don't mean that in like the Amberlynn or Foodie Booty rough kind of way. They sound like rough women.
Yeah.
I'll admit I'm a big piece of shit right now, and I'm admitting that. And everyone that's watching, I do apologize.
Okay. Y'all, I was going to film the other movie review, and then this popped up, so it's going to have to wait.
This got way out of hand. Shouldn't have gotten out of hand, and I made a mistake. And if I could take it back, I would. So what happened was,
I mean, girl, do you. It's a bit much, but I think it's also funny. And allegedly this person's gonna go live somehow tomorrow and spill more tea. I would love it, but we'll see about that.
why I messaged her was she posted some TikTok or something talking about masculine or something like, what's your type? And I was like, mask women. And I looked at Brittany and I was like, should I do it? And she's like, yeah, like, do it and see if she responds. And I did. And so, like, yeah, I played the game for a little while. And then, you know, it started becoming a problem because I guess Amberlynn started becoming attached.
Oh, what? After like 1 hour, dude?
As far as asking me questions, as far as, like, what am I doing? Why didn't I respond within so much amount of time, like clocking my response minutes?
Dude, see, she's a freaking psychopath. This is psychotic behavior. I'm sorry, it is. You can't chalk this up to BPD, Amber, okay? Find something else to pin that on, because no.
And
Little backstory to this, though, you know.
I mean, granted, it's probably BPD that goes completely unchecked, because that's what Amber is. So, and BPD, like many of you have pointed out, and I don't want to like stigmatize it in any way, but it's one of the most dangerous mental illnesses out there. Not just for like others, but for the person themselves going through it. It's got a very, very high mortality rate when it's not treated.
Amberlynn was very much aware that I was in the picture. Let's get that really clear. She, the whole time that I was...
Homewrecker Lynn. Ooh. Oh gosh, girl. This doesn't look good. It really doesn't. Okay, so Amber's a sloppy hoe. Sorry, but like that's the easiest way to put it. Or she is someone that was counting on someone to croak so that she could be with their girlfriend. Either way you chop it, Amber's not a good person in this situation.
So when you first reached out to her after she had ended things with Wifey in the summer of last year, you made it known that you were married reaching out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we are not a married couple she was intertwined with.
Sorry, say that one more time.
I said we were not the only married couple she was tangled with. She was talking to other married couples as well.
Bitch, what? Bitch, what? But Hamby, I thought you didn't believe in the polygamy thing. This is getting weirder and weirder, right?
Well, have you been seeing everything that's been going on the past week with this Tommy girl?
Yeah, and the funny thing about that is 16 hours after I caught on to this crazy nightmare that was happening, Tommy all of a sudden had a ticket. 16 hours after I found out and after everything was severed, Tommy was on a plane trip.
Yo, so she was definitely talking to Tommy way before this then also. Sorry about that. I don't know what that was about.
So the whole time that Erica and her were talking, she was also talking to Tommy.
So 1,000%. If I'm just gonna state, most likely Amber was talking to Tommy while she was in a relationship.
And many other people. So
I mean, we believe it. We believe it, okay? Trust us. I'm just surprised that, like, more hasn't leaked yet.
I don't know why we're getting the pushback and no one else is.
16 hours after Erica and Amberlynn ended things on Instagram, Emily had bought a plane ticket and had gone and visited.
Exactly.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Because, I mean, a lot of people have been saying over the past day and a half that...
Well, wait. Amberlynn called it off way earlier with Valentine before then, right? Or am I missing something?
they were the same person, that Erica and Emily were the same person.
Oh,
Yeah.
Erica is Valentine. That is Valentine.
Okay.
And the only reason this is coming out is because Amberlynn decided to dox who Valentine was, okay? Their name was not public information. Granted, maybe she wanted this to happen. Maybe she did. Maybe she wants this narrative to take over instead of the, I was waiting for my ex-girlfriend's ex-girlfriend to die. That's a lot worse, I would say, than you're a home wrecking hoe.
I mean, I broke it down. I mean, I didn't think of you at first. Like, the first person I thought of was Apathetic Facts. And we reached out to her, and I sent her probably, what was it, like 30 voice messages?
Kind of just broke it down.
Yeah, broke it down. Like, we just got done talking to her. But I can, like, briefly give you everything.
Damn, so they're just running to all the reaction channels. My gosh.
So things started getting more involved between me and her, and you know, she kind of used her BPD as a crutch, saying, you know, me not responding to her in like a timely manner, you know, triggered her.
Oh, of course she did. Of course she did, dude. And 1,000% this makes sense for Amberlynn. She's not going to seek to get help for this quote-unquote BPD. She is going to use it to manipulate people. That's what she does with everything. I don't know how someone can go their entire life being this defiant to change and to just be this nasty, toxic person. And she wonders why her life is so shit. Girl, you're not making it any easier for yourself.
So it was almost like I was being like forced to you know, react to her and to interact with her. And so she was like, you're always choosing your wife, you're always choosing her. And, you know, it was Valentine's Day, and
jeez.
She's like, you never choose me, you know, I'm always a second option. But meanwhile, before all this had happened, she was talking to
Amberlynn 1,000% romanticizes the concept of the other woman. 1,000%. And she wants to be the other woman. But the thing about being the other woman that she doesn't understand, they're never going to leave their wives. Never. Never will they leave their wives for you, Amber. Okay? I mean, that's how men work, at least. Women might be a little different, but nah, I don't really think so.
I'd say like, I want to say 2 people at the time. It was some girl named Abby and then some other girl named Danielle. And
Danielle. Now that's interesting, right? We know a Danielle from the early days, correct? Correct. The Big Cherry Retro Reacts, that name pops up a lot. Now this Abby, who could this Abby be? They give more details, but Abby is now a name that's going to be looked into within the Amberverse.
then like Alexis, of course, like was her friend, but you know, Amber has said things over the phone I can't prove through text about Alexis and her ordeal, but I'll get into that later. So
Yo, he's gagged.
Things just kind of felt uncomfortable, and I kept interacting. You know, we were in an emotional relationship. She was feeding me the shit she feeds everybody else.
Oh.
And I fell for it, and I'm not a victim. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm not a victim. My wife is a victim of this. I should be the one getting the backlash for this. I made this stupid mistake. I was stupid for it.
I mean, yeah.
Like I would. So
yeah, but then we wouldn't have all this juicy tea. Sorry, I keep accidentally muting it.
Entertained, led on Amberlynn. You know, gave her what she wanted. She asked for screenshots of my messages of who I talked to on my phone.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Now, I didn't catch this entire bit, so some of this will be new to me. Oh my god.
In my DMs and stuff like that on Instagram, and you know,
she's a fucking psychopath.
Sent them to her, and you know, just to like
why would you even play into that? Now, let me say something. I've dated some freaking cuckoos, alright? I've dated some really off men in my life. Never was it like that. Holy shit.
Felt pressured and on eggshells the whole entire time. And yeah, I tried a couple of times to get out of that situation, and she would literally get on FaceTime and give me the tears.
So you kind of felt
the tears. Oh my god, dude. This woman just manipulates all day long. That's all she knows how to do. Holy shit.
You wanted to take some steps back, but it was so overwhelming.
Many times, yes. And
that's what a lot of people say about Amber.
So that continued on until June 9th. So on June 9th, my uncle passed away. And I was pretty upset. You know, he died alone in his house and nobody was around. And, you know, I couldn't reach, you know, my cousin, which was his, you know, daughter. And I was freaking out. And I told her, you know, I need some time. So up until about June 16th, I guess whatever day was June 15th, June 16th, I can't remember because I was too worried about what I had going on with my family. She was messaging me every day, asking me, oh, do you miss us? Like me and her, do you miss me? I was like, you know, I got a lot going on. You know, my uncle just passed. I was really close to my uncle.
Oh, girl, you should know. You should know. She does not give a flying shit about no dead family members. Sorry. I'm really sorry. Condolences to you, gal, but she does not give no crap about that.
Have much family. You know, my parents died when I was 15. I'm not trying to give a sob story, but I don't have much family. And she knows I don't have much family. She knows how family oriented I am. And, you know, she would try and clock me on things and ask me where I'm going. Yeah, like one time I didn't respond in 6 minutes and she kind of freaked over that. But
Jesus Christ. Yo, this bitch is crazy. Truly crazy. I don't like to throw that phrase around too much unless I think it's really warranted. And I would say with Amberlynn, yeah, that's definitely warranted. Holy Christ, dude.
But there is somebody saying something about you using an app, Life 360.
I was just about to get into that. So, whenever that whole ordeal came where the relationship was confirmed, I was like, so what would a relationship be if this was confirmed? She said, oh, just more communication and loyalty and being honest.
Bruh.
I said, okay, that's fine. And then she's like, we should meet up. And
why would you even play into that? Also, sorry, my printer's going. Printing a shipping label, guys. It's in the description. Check out the merch store, all handmade by moi. And, Goo lays on them every now and then. I do apologize. Sometimes I just come downstairs and he's just there. But, it's him putting his love into it too for you. But I promise I wash them all before I send them out. So if anyone's allergic to dogs, don't worry.
She came up with the date August 1st. And then, so I was telling her, like, hey, like, my wife knows where I go and stuff, and it's on 360. And
that's crazy. That's crazy. Not even in, like, a good relationship with someone would I think, oh, that's appropriate. What?
Keep up with each other. And she wanted me to put her on Life 360. She wanted that. And
imagine, like, oh, let me go check Amberlynn's Life 360. I wonder what she's doing today. Clocked in the same spot for the last 10 hours.
It was probably like a week or two of her talking to me about putting her on Life 360. So I agreed to it. I caved in and I agreed to it, and she was good.
Oh, dude, that's crazy.
Every address I was at just to know where I was at, and telling me, she was like, yeah, I Googled where you're at. I didn't know what this place was. And
that's freaking psychotic. She's a psycho, dude. And she has the gall to accuse other people of stalking. Bitch, this is stalking behavior. It fully is.
Just, it was just a big mess. And
Jordy, I don't know if you know, but we are all the way across the country. We're talking about she's tracking some people she does not even know from all the way across the other side of the country.
That's my thing.
Oh my gosh. I can't get behind the rationale of why she would want to get involved with someone married.
And that was my question to her.
So let me ask you, when you called Amberlynn and she was allegedly at a birthday party or a barbecue or something, and Amberlynn said in her most recent video that you made her cry. What kind of went on in that conversation?
So me and Amberlynn, I seen a video where she said I was harassing her. So the initial phone call that I had with her, Erica had called her. She didn't answer. So when Amberlynn called back, I answered. And, I asked her, I'm like, what is this? What are you doing? What is going on? She's married. You're telling her not to have relations with her. I mean, like, it was crazy. She was that was the first phone call. I told her, do not contact Erica. Do not make any videos. I don't want to hear not another peep plague. Nothing. No more.
Damn. And then she goes and fully exposes Valentine's name.
So she goes to, I think, Erica's TikTok and says, can you please unblock me?
No, that's not what happened.
Or something to that effect. And, what was it on then?
It was a fake phone number.
Sorry. She had a dummy phone or a text app, and she said,
yeah, we knew that Amberlynn has multiple phones. We've known this.
Amberlynn had a burner phone
or
something,
or a text app.
So yeah, the next day after that was squashed. Amberlynn asked Brittany if we could still be friends, and Brittany was like,
absolutely not.
No, that's not the question. So
You need to stop contacting my wife. Okay, but can we still be friends? What a freaking dip.
How this came about, how this phone call happened.
Well, hold on. You know why she wanted to still be friends? Because she wanted to stay on y'all's good side because she didn't want you guys talking.
Yeah. So let's back it up a few days. So after like my uncle died, you know, June 14th rolls around. It was supposed to be like our little get together anniversary, whatever. And you know, I was like, I did say, yeah, you deserve so much better than this. I can't do this. You know, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. Like in my head, I didn't want to. I had tried to trail off and like kind of like, give her space, kind of like not respond to every message she sends me. And I tried to just kind of silently move out of the picture. And
oh, bruh, there ain't no doing that when Amberlynn's got you in her sight. Please.
Let someone else get her attention is what I was trying.
Yeah. Kind of let it fizzle out.
Kind of, yeah. So I was out and I said, you know, I don't think we should do this anymore. And she said, okay, friends it is. So I don't know I don't know who broke up with who. I could care less. But after that day, she continued to message me. Well,
of course, she thought you were friends.
Message me. And I was in the bedroom with Brittany, and we were trying to watch a movie, and Brittany saw a message pop up on my phone. She said, who is that? And I said, it's Amberlynn. She will not leave me alone. So that's where that phone call came from. It wasn't Brittany being crazy and, you know, stalking Amberlynn and getting her phone number and flipping out on her. No, it was me having to get my wife involved to get out of this situation. And
sheesh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, dude, to be fair, you could have just blocked her, or you could have just said, like, listen, I'm not doing this anymore, okay? Please stop messaging me. Like, you need your girlfriend to come pick it up for you? Seems a bit odd.
That sounds stupid, you know, cut her off, block her, whatever, but she messaged me from a fake phone number the next day and said...
Oh, that part, too. I forgot, we're dealing with a psycho.
Brittany cornered her. She had to tell her everything. She wanted me to unblock her number and call her and then reblock it, and that, you know, love makes her crazy. That's...
Bruh, oh my god. That shit is not a freaking excuse.
She wanted me to block her and then, or unblock her, talk to her, then block her back. And I didn't even respond to it. I deleted it, which I shouldn't have deleted that, but...
Honestly.
So what you're referring to, that crying phone call, she bawled like a little baby during the first phone call when I told her that I was going to send all the text messages, all the photos, all of that. That's when she started crying.
Oh, please, dude. Please. Please. Okay? I couldn't believe that we got Drake nudes before Amberlynn. Not that I want to see it, but just like, that would make Biggie sweat. I know that.
All was on July 4th when I had found out that she had reached out to Erica and would not stop.
Oh, and by the way, Alexis was in the chat, like, defending the crap out of Amber. Really, really trying. Like, it turned into a live back and forth. It was pretty good.
And I have that entire phone call recorded. So she can't say that didn't happen because it did. And
I want to hear it, please.
Oh. Oh my gosh. I mean,
I know. No, I'm the biggest piece of crap right now. I'm, you know, whatever. I'm Destiny, whatever. I've seen some of the comments, and it's just, yeah, I get it, guys. Like, I'm a piece of crap for this. I really am. It was stupid. It was a distraction. It was something to do. I shouldn't have did it, but you know, I deserve the backlash that I'm getting. It's just that whenever people are like looking at Brittany and stuff, it's kind of getting out of hand. Like, come haze me, you know, make a meme out of me, like, you know, do what you got to do. But whenever, like, I understand that she's going to get backlash too because she's a part of it. But it should have never happened. And
yeah, true.
Just real quick, did you buy her? So, like, did Amberlynn ever send you gifts, or did you ever buy her a Lego? Because remember, she said that somebody bought her like a $400 Lego.
She sent me Beats headphones.
Okay.
Those.
Beats? Okay.
You never bought her a Lego?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did buy the Lego.
That gagged me. That actually shook me that the gifts were actually bought by her. How would her wife not notice that? That's such a big charge. $400? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that.
I mean, granted, you know, separate accounts and whatnot, respect. That's how I would do it. So, maybe, you know, but $400 just to drop that on this biggin? Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess that, this is just something that you and Brittany need to work out eventually, but it's like...
yeah, we're working out. We're trying to drop this, but then all of a sudden all this crap comes out today, and, we were over with it. We were fine. We were dandy, and we're trying to move past it. It was a fuck up. It was a mistake. I was stupid. I don't really talk to anybody on social media anymore, and, I go to the gym, and that's about it.
So it was kind of like a game that turned into a distraction, and you kind of got mixed up in it, and you probably put a little bit too much emotion into it, and then...
Yeah.
The sad part about a lot of this information is it's not really that surprising. It's more so just kind of shocking to hear that she's carrying on a lot of the bad traits that she had during the Crystal era, during the Destiny era. She has not gotten better at all. She just got better at hiding it from her YouTube audience.
Involved, and she started to get really attached.
In a psychotic sense, yes. Like, I wouldn't say anything bad about my wife to her. Like, every time conversation came up about Brittany, it was almost like she would get upset with me because I would never say anything bad. Like,
well, yeah, she wanted you to talk shit.
Brittany recently, took a vacation from work and accepted a different position that was better and less stress. And she was at home, so I couldn't, I told Amberlynn, hey, we can't talk. She's here, whatever. And that was one of my ways of trying to kind of push her away. Didn't work out that well. And she's like, well, she's being a baby. And I'm like, no.
She was saying that your wife was being a baby?
Yeah, because she took a different job that was...
That's real freaking rich coming from the heifer who hasn't worked a single job in her entire life except for being a piggyback to her girlfriend.
Better and less stressful, but she's like, oh yeah, because she quit her job because she's a baby. And I was like, no, it was...
Amber couldn't even hold a job. Who the fuck does that girl think she is? My God. I mean, you know what? We can say whatever we want about these ladies, whatever. I think they are more than understanding that they've kind of opened themselves up to this. But Amber, my God, bitch. Psycho. Oh. And I can't wait for, it all to turn on Alexis as well, because it will. Oh, it will.
More money. And then, I
she couldn't handle the workload?
No, it was...
Why is Jordy asking her that?
Well...
Amberlynn was trying to make it out like I'm this bad person because I quit my job to be at home, when the fact was I actually put in my notice with my last job to start a new job that was a lot better and a lot closer to home. But, to her, I was a baby. So if you can imagine, a lot of this stuff is really new that I'm just finding out about. Like, when I found out that Amberlynn had my address and was sending stuff to my house and knew every coordinate that
That's crazy. That is crazy, yo. Oh my freaking God.
Going to, it blew my mind. Because, that's, my life. And I even told her in that phone call, I'm like, it's really creepy to have you looking me up on Instagram and following my every move, and I don't even know you or that you're doing it.
So, question for Erica. So, what was your kind of involvement with Alexis? And, who is that? Is that Amberlynn's friend?
Oh, gosh. Okay, so apparently in Amberlynn's eyes, I made Amberlynn stopped talking to her friends, so-called Abby, so-called Alexa.
Yeah, of course. She's going to blame it on you, even though it's a sign of my BPD.
Which I didn't. Amberlynn kind of said that, was always saying like Abby was rude to her, said mean things to her, and I was like, well, why do you talk to her?
Of course, Amberlynn talking shit behind all of her friends' backs. Go figure.
You know, why even let people talk to you like that? You know, was saying like horrible things that she like broke down the things that Abby was saying to her, and then, you know, she was just like, oh, Alexis is calling me, I don't feel like talking to her, you know. She's kind of like giving me the ick. Apparently Alexis said some weird stuff to her like throughout this whole thing, but apparently Alexis is just like the best thing ever. And Alexis, I never talked to Alexis, but like Alexis I guess knows like the gist of me and Amberlynn.
Okay, so she was kind of jealous of y'all's relationship in like a weird way.
I think so, yeah. And I will say that,
duh, of course she was. It's Amber. My God.
Those friends that visited Amber and Lynn was not Alexis and whoever. It was Eric and Ricky.
Now, those fuck faces. I want to give a sincere apology to Beck that they could turn around and go and do that and even entertain that girl after what she put Beck through and those boys through. They freaking hated her, okay? You could see it very clearly. They hated her. So, flimsy fake people, Eric and Ricky. I do apologize. I kind of feel bad for saying that because, you know, we kind of like them, but,
Just the,
well, yeah, when she had people fly out.
Yeah, that was not who people are assuming it to be. So those
when you say Abby, is that Alexis?
No,
that's a different person.
That is a 22-year-old little girl.
That's crazy. That's crazy that Amberlynn is friends with someone like 11 years younger than her. Girl. Side eye.
Little girl.
Yeah, I'm 34, so.
Oh, age-wise. Okay, I thought you meant like, okay.
Oh, she's small, dude. She's very small framed. Like, I'm probably twice her size. Like, you know, bone structure-wise.
Okay. Well, Alexis has actually just come into my stream just now, and she has...
Bruh, this was wild.
Words to...
I was kicking my feet up like a little schoolgirl, dude, listening to this. I was like, oh, this is gonna be so juicy.
Alexis has to say.
So Alexis is saying that you guys are just spewing a bunch of lies. Erica is a sociopath who has cheated on her wife multiple times, and she's trying...
Okay, Amber's cheated on every partner she's ever had. Whoop-de-doo, Luckfest.
Save her marriage by doing this.
No, actually. So, Alexis, I know you're young and everything, but...
Okay, I just want to say this. The gentle parenting approach that she took, oh my god. Oh my god, so freaking good, dude. You just know this has to be getting those two riled up. Amberlynn and Alexis, they sound like two in the fucking same.
So
they look it too. Sorry, Lexus. You literally look like a freaking bulldog.
Difference between having a relationship with somebody, being boyfriend, girlfriend, versus being married for 9 years is you stand on different foundations, right? So when something happens and you're just dating, you can just cut that person off. No big deal. But when you've been married for 9 years, you're kind of on a different foundation. So
I can already tell you that, yeah, Amberlynn absolutely did cry with this woman talking to her. Absolutely. This girl, she knows how to fucking read a bitch. Let me tell you what.
Comes out, or it's just what you do. It's vows you take. And, you know, if you love the person enough, you'll work through it.
Also, another thing for Alexis, I wouldn't speak so soon because I knew how many people you went through, and I'm not gonna like display your business or call you names, but you are not the one to talk about.
Yo, I was livid. Oh, it still am. This is peak, y'all. We haven't been fed like this in years. Okay. All right, anyone new to the Amberverse that thinks like, oh, it's really this exciting all the time? No, the past few years have been very, very dull. It's kicking back up though, you guys. We don't need a partner for season 6. Season 6 is off with a bang.
Relationships. I will say that.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna spill out Alexis's business like that, but
Yeah.
I know.
Well, you kind of just did, but I'm here for it.
Different things because I was told. So whatever was told to Amberlynn told me.
Yeah, so Alexis, Amberlynn's over there telling all your business, girl.
Yo, crazy.
Jeez. Doesn't sound like you should be telling Amberlynn anything, because when you...
I don't think Alexis cares, to be honest with you. I really don't. And anything that these ladies say, Amberlynn's going to have something to rebuttal it. She is. She was clearly on the phone with Alexis as all this was going down.
Amberlynn, you're also talking to 10 different other people.
Yeah, and I know she's probably going to have a lot to say about this, and I mean, she can try all she wants to. That's fine. But I admitted my part. Like, yeah, it got...
I'm so excited to hear Amber's response. That's why I'm covering this, because Amberlynn is 1,000% going to respond in some way.
In a bad situation, I shouldn't have did what I did. Okay, I'm bad for doing that. But as far as lies, I'm not sure what lies I'm saying. I'm sitting here admitting that, yeah, like Brittany knew, Amberlynn knew it was a bad decision, and I should have never done it. Like, I'm owning up to this, unlike some people on YouTube that can't own up to things.
Yeah. You know, obviously, I think we're all kind of in agreement here, as well as you are, that, you know, the game that eventually turned into something emotional with Amberlynn should have never happened, and, you know, you're atoning for that, and you're kind of owning it and everything. But, I mean, you know, this is the kind of responsibility and the kind of character trait that we would never see from Amberlynn. So,
Absolutely.
You know,
I mean, true.
Props for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I mean, I will say, like, there was one point, like, I was like second guessing what you guys were saying. Like, yeah, I was part of the Amberverse, and I was part of the haters, and and she knows that. I told her that. I was like, I didn't like you at one point, Amberlynn, and
Who?
Why? And she gave this side to me that made me second guess her
Oh, she's a master manipulator, dude.
as a person.
Because, I
Like,
mean, you know what? Amberlynn's always saying, you guys don't know the real me. Know the real me. Like, what
Yeah, it sounds like the real her is a freaking monster. I'm glad we don't know her.
YouTube.
But we're getting the full picture, you guys. So really, when she comes on and she's just like, you guys, I've grown so much, and I've changed for the better. It's all a lie. It gives me the creeps now.
Who I'm portrayed, that's not the real me. So, like, maybe it was kind of like she was playing a character.
I will say I'm not sure if who I dealt with was the real person or if who she was on YouTube was the real person. That's how...
Ain't this crazy, though, that, like, she's been getting this critique from people, like, that communicate with her for over 10 years now? That's crazy. Crazy.
it was.
Judging by how she's acted, and she's blatantly told me, you know, I'll respect you. I will not have no more contact. Just judging by the aftermath of how she acted,
Yeah.
I would lean more towards the whole thing with Erica was the act, not, you know, who we see online. I honestly believe who we see online is probably the real person. Everything, all the rumors, all, everybody pretty much says the same thing at the end of the day after their relationship with her is done. I mean, everybody has the same story.
So the perception of Amberlynn that's online is the real thing, not what she gives out. I think it just got mixed up what she was trying to say.
What is everybody lying? I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, there's a common denominator here.
Right.
Also, I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. So, this is going to sound crazy, but as far as her manipulation goes, I worked in a maximum custody prison for close to 10 years,
She likes the prison guards, huh? Beck also worked in, I don't know if it was a prison or a mental health facility, but she worked in somewhere where she was, an orderly.
Dealt with probably the meanest people you could probably ever imagine. And I never once fell victim to any of their tactics, their tricks, and their bullshit. Maybe it's because I knew, hey, you're a criminal, but with her it was
Dude, I swear Amber needs to be behind bars.
I've never been that manipulated before in my life. As far as anything that I had said triggered her BPD. It triggered, her abandonment. She has abandonment issues. She was always, every single day, needing reassurance. She was sending me videos to get my attention, and whenever I would try and end things and take pictures and stuff like that. And
that's crazy, dude. This is online stalking.
How long would you say? So, I mean, you guys were talking shortly after she broke up with Jade. How long would you say that you guys had a texting relationship? How long would you say it went on for before you started to realize that there's an issue and you wanted out?
When was it? So we started talking I sent the message September 27th. And I think things got out of hand, at least on Britt's part, around November. So Brittany was I don't want you talking to her anymore.
So 2 months, maybe
yeah.
Almost 2 months.
And of course, I tried, and I got I got backlashed, and I kind of caved in, and was given a show. I guess that's what it is, because she told Brittany on this recorded conversation that she would not give my name out because she respects privacy. That's why we're doing this now. We just got done telling apathetic.
True, of course. She's gonna make it 1,000 times harder on herself.
Facts, a whole bunch of stuff,
and I guarantee you she's gonna try to spin it that now they're the bitter ones. They're just going after a cash grab, which yeah, we can say that. But they probably were not going to say anything, except Amberlynn turned around and completely exposed them. So yeah. So Amberlynn is also going and using her audience to attack someone that's completely not connected really to her actual YouTube channel.
Stuff you'll find out whenever she edits everything. I'm probably forgetting some things because I just have completely I was just letting it all out. But yeah,
I'm so excited to hear that.
And I was an idiot, and I'm stupid, and
well, so November. So if you guys started talking in late September, and then sometime in November, is that when Brittany reached out to Zachary Michael?
Yes.
So you were willing, after a month and a half, to spill everything that you had already known. So this could have came out last year.
Yes.
Absolutely, yes.
Jeez.
And I mean, honestly, the only reason why any of this has been happening over the past day is because, why do you think that she would come on here and say Erica's name? What good do you think?
Because everyone thought Tommy was me, and apparently Tommy killing her girlfriend is the main talk right now. So I guess
it kind of is. Allegedly.
order to expose me. You know, let's make Erica, who has a boring life. You know, I have a mundane job. I go to the gym. I don't have any type
Well, to be fair, it sounds like Tommy lives a boring ass life too.
history of killing people or feeding people to death.
Yikes, dude, that's crazy.
Sorry, excuse me. I'm not sure if I'm going to get monetized or docked, you know, in trouble for saying that, but Tommy has
Monetized, girl. You're on Jordy's stream. He'll be the one to get the chop for it.
history than I do, but still, let's make Erica a distraction. I'm not about to be a distraction to someone that fed their recent partner to death. And I'm
That's crazy. She went in.
mean about it, but sorry.
I
Sorry.
mean, we all saw the screenshots. You
Right.
know? I mean, so let me ask. So, like, obviously, you're very fitness oriented. You're very interested in weightlifting, that kind of stuff. Did your relationship with Amberlynn, did it ever kind of be like you were her coach? You were trying to get her to lose weight, get her health on track?
Not necessarily, no, but you know, she was like, I did like try to support her in this whole like Ozempic thing.
Okay.
And I guess like shortly after we like parted our ways, Ozempic failed. Not sure how that happened, but
Oh, we know how that happened.
you know, she was like, she would tell me her weight. She's like, I'm trying to get down to this weight before this date, you know, and I'd be like, okay, you know, I'm proud of you for that. That's, you know, a good job. But you know, I was trying to like tell her better options of things sometimes. I'm like, you know, maybe you should do this or maybe you should do that. And,
Oh, I bet that just pissed her off.
know if she took my advice or not. But
Obviously
you know,
not.
yeah, see that. And once again, I was stupid for that too, I guess. So
Well,
it was just,
I mean,
was a
you
big-
know, I'm not cutting you too much slack and everything, because I mean, obviously, you know that you did wrong, you got involved and everything, but it kind of sounds like this wasn't the best person to kind
or
of
at all.
Yeah, because I mean, they obviously have a lot of emotional issues and attachments. I mean,
This is crazy. Yeah, this is like a huge red flag and a huge warning to really anyone that wants to try to pursue Amberlynn in some type of way. Is she's a freaking psycho. It really, really seems it. I'm sorry.
and I mean, it kind of sounds like you didn't want to be mean. You didn't really want to.
And I wasn't mean. Like I snapped at her a couple times because she was timing my responses. Like, oh, what were you doing?
Yeah, no, that's very fair. That's crazy ass behavior. I'm sorry. Let's call it as it is. That's so freaking toxic.
4 minutes. What were you doing the last 30 minutes? What were you doing? And then on FaceTime, I would look at my emails or look at my messages from my friends, and she's like, what are you doing? You know, why are you looking at your phone? Why are you looking down at your phone like that? Because I wasn't looking directly at her.
That's crazy, dude. That's fucking crazy.
I just got questioned. I couldn't even sit down and eat breakfast and without getting interrogated on what I was doing on my phone, you know? And
Well, I mean, you know, Amber.
Oh my fucking god. And we see that even in the Big Cherry Retro Reacts, that anytime Crystal's looking at something or doing something, Amber is like, what are you doing? What are you looking at? What are you laughing at? Like, all the
doesn't have
time.
anything going on. She's not working. She doesn't really have anything to take up her time. So your life became her life.
yeah, I mean, I was calling her on my way to work. I was calling her.
You know what? I will say this, Erica. This is exactly what she did with Destiny. Having
Facts.
call her on the way to work. Whenever Destiny had like a 30-minute lunch break, she had to go to the car and she had to talk to Destiny, and they had to be on the phone with each other.
That's crazy.
And I mean, you can't keep that up, obviously, because I mean, you had a wife.
I was like, you know, I like music. I have a broad spectrum of music that I like, and I like listening to music on the way to work. Who does not like listening to music on the way to work?
Facts.
And I mean, unless you really want someone important to talk to, and I was like, you know, I would like to listen to music on the way to work, and that was an issue. if that was an issue. And then on my way home, if I hadn't called her after the time she knew I got off, she would call me. And
bruh,
like,
she needs to get out of the freaking house, get a damn life. Oh my God.
some days after work, some days you just want to drive in silence. And I know there's people on this chat right now that can agree with me. You want to drive in silence on your way.
Facts. Oh, facts. That was the I just worked 8 hours and only made $40 in tips day
From work some days. And I couldn't even have that. And I'm not a victim here. Again, I'm not a victim. But at the same
No, but like that's so freaking crazy and overbearing. And it's a pattern. That's the thing. This isn't like some one-off story. This is a pattern of behavior with Amber.
time, I had pressure put on me that I did not feel comfortable with. So I'm not, I was a bad person with what I did to my wife. And I'm going to take that to my grave, and I'm going to get my karma for it. It's going to come back tenfold. Not sure what's going to happen to me. I guess I'll know whenever it happens. But I'm not going to sit here and try and play victim and blame everyone else for it. I'm just saying I'm taking accountability for my actions.
Did you ever feel like you felt guilty if you didn't call Amber? Like, because I mean, you were the one that reached out and you told her that you were a hater, and this all started off as a game. So was there ever a part of you that kind of felt like I owe it to her?
No, not that. No, not like that. I felt more pressured, but not like that. I owed it to her.
Pressured.
Yeah, it was kind of like there was a lot of things that were forced. That is like, I know that's a broad thing to say, but a lot of things with me, like where how you you have pressure and you feel forced, and you're like, okay, maybe I'll just call her and we'll talk whatever. It just that's what it got down to. And yeah, there was feelings involved, and there was a person that I was dealing with that I didn't see on YouTube. And like I told you, I don't now with all this, I don't know if who I was dealing with was a mask or if the YouTube is a mask. So, but what it looks like is the YouTube is her, and what I dealt with was a mask. And
well, at first, yeah, but she shows her crazy pretty freaking quick.
It was dumb, Jordy. I've never done anything like this before, like this live stuff, so I apologize for rambling.
Well, I mean, just to offer you a little bit of unsolicited advice here, obviously the reason why you kind of got involved with Amberlynn is because you
Jordy goes down this whole, like, relationship counselor mode.
Made some type of emotional connection with her, whatever that might have been. So I just would maybe suggest identify.
But that was all fake because Amberlynn love bombs, and she knows how to manipulate people, and then she makes you feel for her, and then goes and twists your arm in unreasonable ways.
What you liked out of the relationship that you had online with Amberlynn, and kind of see how maybe you can mold that into your own marriage. Because maybe you were missing something, or maybe she provided something that Brittany doesn't. Obviously you guys were exchanging gifts, so there were feelings. So, I mean,
that's the crazy part to me, but okay.
Relationships are work, marriages take work and everything. So, I mean, I'm glad to hear that you guys are trying to work it out, and you haven't called it quits over this and everything.
Yeah, we've been together 10 years.
That's a long time.
We've been married for going on 9 now. So, I mean, of course, 10 years is a long time, Jordy. Like, people are going to make mistakes in marriages. And this was one of them, and it was probably the worst one I ever made in this whole 10 years. It was stupid.
Yeah.
It started out as a joke and ended as a nightmare.
So about this, I mean, sorry, remind me one more time about why was Amberlynn under the impression that you were going to move in with her? I guess that would be tomorrow.
Oh, gosh. So the night that we, I guess, I chose, she was like, like I said, we had a conversation. She's like, you never choose me. You don't want to be with me. You always choose your...
Bruh, she's crazy.
If you could just be with me, blah. blah. And I was like, okay, well, what, like I said, you know, she said it would be more communication, just more loyal, more honest with each other. Okay, that's fine. We can move on to that. And she's like, okay, well, let's meet. I was like, okay, pick a date. And then the discussion came up. I was like, if I do this and then I come back, it's going to be World War fucking 3. And then she's like, well, just move in, you know, or something.
Bruh.
It came about, and I did not have intentions to do it. I didn't want to, but yeah, I led her on and told her, because it was like months before. I was like, yeah, you know, I'll be there. But she was asking me multiple times throughout the time frame, am I still coming? Are you still coming?
Well, of course she was, dude. You don't know who you're dealing with. My God.
Still gonna be here. And
She must. Was there like a push from her for you to get a divorce?
yes.
So she was like trying to like slowly put her hooks in and try to kind of change your mind.
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
not a good idea on her end. Well, so there was a moon picture at one point too. I see a lot of people in the chat right now being interested. Was that you? Did you send her that picture of the moon?
What moon?
There was some photo Amberlynn had, and it was like the date that you guys allegedly started dating, and it was
Oh, yeah.
okay.
That's crazy to me. That's crazy. What? The one thing that just really makes no freaking sense to me is the gifts.
Yeah.
All right. So, you know, just the chat's really curious about the Lego and the moon pic.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate y'all's time. Thank you so much for getting on here with me. I'd imagine Amberlynn will have something to say about all of this, and she'll have her side of the story, and I'm sure that you can expect Alexis to say stuff, but
I could care less about Alexis, and I could care less about anyone.
it kind of seems like everybody's just annoyed with Alexis.
It's so true, dude. It's so true. She's even, like, on TikTok trying to use Amberlynn's name to, like, get some clout or something, but no one gives a shit.
Both in the chat, I don't know, but Alexis, I'd watch it, because I know more than you think I do. So,
Oh, spill it, girl. Just let it all out at this point.
but anyways, it was good talking to you, and yes, I'm an asshole. I'm, you know, piece of crap for doing this, and not looking for sympathy, not looking for any type of sympathy or anything like that.
All right. We can just cut it there. This is a very long video, you guys, and I'm sure many of you probably saw this as it happened, but to keep up with the storyline and everything, we're gonna cover it. I don't know why I'm in disbelief that, like, I can't believe she still acts this crazy to this day, but, like, it makes sense. I don't know why I'm, you know, confused by it, but I'm really not. Anyways, y'all, I need to know your thoughts on this. Oh, I need to. So, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like and subscribe, become a channel member. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night or day, whatever time it is. I'm going to edit this and get it sent right out. So, whenever it comes out is when it comes out. But, yeah, I will catch you in the next one, guys. Take care.